right, folks. Another episode of the Short Shift Podcast. This is Thomas. I got Andrew. I got Ian. Andrew, do you want to just get your fucking victory lap out of the way, or should we hold off?
Let's hold off on that.
Good. All right. I'll had my finger over the mute button, but I'll
see. We can't see each other, but I fucking knew it.
Yeah, it's always hovering. It's always hovering.
Yeah, exactly.
Ian, how
I
you
start
doing?
talking about anything.
No, shut up.
There it is.
I'm asking Ian.
I'm doing great. I'm doing so great. No hovering is happening.
No hovering.
I'm just vibing out.
Well,
the Bruins are kind of good, dude. The Bruins are kind of a good team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we watched the game the other night where they looked pretty good. They didn't look that great against Minnesota, though. So
no team was beating that Minnesota team.
No, they were on point that night. But
no one's beating Minnesota at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fucking wagon. Sorry. Anyway.
Well, they got better.
They did get better.
Why? What happened?
Yeah, Ian, do you have thoughts on that trade?
I do. I love it. It makes all the sense in the world for Minnesota. Yeah. Because imagine you're a Wild fan and you're sitting there going for years. We're like, okay, it's been a decade of us just kind of being in the middle. You got to swing eventually. And this is the exact kind of move. You've got a ton of young talent that you like. You fucking make a move for it. I love it. I understand why some are concerned, but what's the point? What's the point if you're not trying to win?
Are you getting that same player in free agency if you're Minnesota?
Hell no.
Probably not.
No.
Do you have
it's not even probably,
trades?
right? It's an absolute zero.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless all the Hughes brothers are just like, man, I really want to end up on the Wild. Let's all fucking make that happen.
Right. That's part of the failure for Vancouver. Because I know that the Devils had two of the Hughes brothers, not succeeding in making themselves an attractive option for them to come, for the Hughes brothers to come to them. Yeah. Like, that's got to be part of this equation, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be part of the equation, but I think putting the totality of the organizational failure in Vancouver is you grading that as part of the trade, I think was a little bit of a mistake when you talked about it on the Low Quality Bruins Fan. Like, comment, subscribe.
Nailed it. I don't even understand what you meant by that. Please still elaborate.
So you were talking about how this trade was a failure.
Yes.
And it didn't matter what the return was, really. No,
hold on. I said, even though this is a good return, it's still a failure. If it didn't matter what the return was. If Kaprizov is coming back the other way, all right, you know what? Fucking call it even. Sorry, go on. Continue to make your point.
So, but okay, you give Vancouver an F for this because of the totality of the whole thing.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Grade the trade itself in a vacuum.
Oh, in a vacuum? I would say this is probably a B for Vancouver, a B plus maybe.
I think it's an A.
Dude, you gave up the second, third, or fourth best defenseman in the league. This is the same. We had the same fucking talk. No, hold on. This is pissing me off. Actually, we had the same fucking shit with the Kolyachonok trade. You're giving up the best fucking guy in the trade by like a margin. You don't get to have an A out of that. You don't you're giving up the piece. Yes, I like the return. Booyum has potential.
How you can have an A. I'm going to explain to you how you can have an A. And
all right,
you
try it.
Here's why it's different. What was the goal of the Flames in that trade?
The Flames?
The Flames?
If you're going to bring that up. What was the goal?
Sorry. We're going to the Kolyachonok trade. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. No, sorry. I'm easily confused right now.
No, it's okay. I had a stroke. I'm back now.
What was the goal of the Flames in that trade?
Mm-hmm. What was the goal?
Okay, we're going back like 5 years now.
Yep. What was their goal? What was their goal in that trade?
They wanted to fill more slots, a retool of some sorts.
Not really. Jonathan Huberdeau is not a retooling piece.
Okay, well, to get over the hump then. I genuinely don't remember what that team was.
Okay, well, there wasn't really a goal in that trade. See,
guys setting up over here.
Because Jonathan Huberdeau was coming off 115 points, that was going to be good for them, and it would work for both teams. I was wrong about that. Here's why it's an A for Vancouver. Vancouver is putting their flag in the ground saying, this is what we're doing. Marco Rossi, young piece, 2C now, can become a 1C, very, very skilled. Liam Ogren, great pickup, great prospect, someone you have been touting is going to break out.
I like him. I like that prospect,
Yep. And who else did they get? Who was the third? They got a first round pick at 2026.
Zeev Buyum.
And Zeev Buyum, who is a stud. He's going to be really, really good. Mm-hmm. But how old is he?
Buyum's young. He's
19 years old.
He's 19, yeah.
That is a clear and present, this is our goal. This is what we're doing with this team. This is the direction that we are taking this franchise. If you take into account what a stated goal is for a certain move, yes, they gave up a top five defenseman. Player in the league, debatable. Top five defenseman, absolutely.
Oh, I wouldn't say player of the league, but yeah, top five defenseman for sure.
Top five defenseman, yeah. No, you lost that trade. That's an A+ for Minnesota.
Yep.
It's an A for Vancouver because this was their goal. You got a first round pick. You got a former first round pick. You got another first round pick. Zeev Buyum was a first round pick. And you got Marco Rossi, who was actually another first round pick, but a few years out. You have 4 first rounders in that trade. And that are still young, and 2 of them are productive now. And Ogre just scored for Vancouver over the weekend.
I know someday there's going to be a trade where I contradict myself on this, and it sucks that I have to do this, but I'm not calling it an A for the side that gave up the second or third best defenseman in the league in his prime. I'm just not. I can't do it. Also, you say, well, they stand strong. This is their decision. We're going for it.
We're going for it. Rebuilding. We're rebuilding.
They fucking had to because they shit the bed for 2 straight years, making every bad decision they could while not being able to manage personnel from having fucking hissy fights in the locker room.
In a vacuum.
I know, but you're sitting there giving them credit for they made a hard decision here. You're getting credit for having to make this decision?
No,
that removes the vacuum. That removes the vacuum.
Is the return.
Who put you in this situation in the first place? You don't get credit for being we pulled the trigger.
Fucking idiot. Patrick Ovi's a fucking idiot. Elias Pettersson needs to grow up. Here, let me trade JT Miller.
It's just, God, all of it's so bad.
Jim Vancouver's a fucking idiot. I think Quinn Hughes wants to play with his brothers. Don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that Buyum ends up on Vancouver, and I didn't say this before in the video or anything, because I really like that prospect and I'm excited about what he is. I don't want him to be a fucking Canuck. The Wild are so easy to root for, and now a bunch of the players that I enjoyed, Rossi included, are now fucking Canucks. Great.
Yeah. I think the return, because I'm grading the return, I think the return for Vancouver is fantastic.
It's solid. Yeah. It's a good return.
Mm-hmm. Back against a wall, having to make a trade, that's a pretty good fucking return. I'll give them that. But I think the answer is kind of somewhere in between both of you guys. It sucks not only as a franchise, but also as a fan base to watch you trade away arguably the best player that you've had on that team in 10 years. Mm-hmm. That's their one true franchise player that they had, and they just gave him up right in his prime years.
Yeah.
And I am curious to see, I don't know if we'll ever find this out, but do we know who initiated that trade? Who made that call? Was Vancouver shopping him and saying, "Hey, where can we get the best return?"
I think this is Guerin. I think Guerin did it.
Yeah, the Wild. No, that was the report. Is the Wild reached out?
Okay.
I do believe that there was something leaked that we're listening.
Yeah.
But what I read is that the Wild came in, made this offer initially. This was their starting offer.
Wow.
And Vancouver took that and checked with a couple, Detroit, New Jersey, a couple of the spots, and no one would come close to it.
That's ultimately what it is. You would think that New Jersey would give up the fucking world to get him.
They offered Dawson Mercer, Simon Nemec, a first-round pick, and another player, which is
also a good return, but it doesn't match what Minnesota was able to accomplish here.
Also, sorry, Thomas, you make your point. I do want to talk about the Devils in a second.
No, I was just wondering. I was like, who initiated this? Because if it was Vancouver, like you would have to assume like that a call to the Devils front office had to have happened at some point. I think Minnesota was aggressive, and Minnesota knew what the fuck they wanted to accomplish, and also knew that was going to be a hard offer to fucking walk away from.
Yeah, and that's
like,
actually
what other team could honestly think to match that? I'm sure there's a couple, but not one that may be looking for that right now.
What's the Bruins equivalent to that offer? Since this
we
is
don't
a
have
podcast.
the equivalent.
It literally doesn't exist. Yeah, the limit does not exist. Sorry, it's a great movie. Mean Girls is a great movie. Fucking judge me.
I am, trust me.
Good.
But yeah, well, you know why they were listening? Because Quinn Hughes went to Vancouver's front office on Thanksgiving and said, "I am not re-signing here.
Yeah,
you do what you want. I'm not resigning here."
Because why the fuck would he? Any Vancouver fan who is actually mad at Hughes in this is out of their damn mind. Yeah. I don't think there are many, for what it's worth. I think there are 4 fan bases included in this trade, basically. The Wild fans are elated, although a little heartbroken, because, you have homegrown like draft prospects, stuff like that you're saying goodbye to. That is a bummer. But
a lot of homegrown talent that they got rid of.
Yeah, but they're elated, obviously, to get Hughes in the lineup. The Canucks fans are just lost in the woods right now. Like, they're happy with the return, but they just don't trust this front office for shit to actually build anything. Yeah, why would they? The Devils...
they're waiting for Alvin and Rutherford to say something stupid again.
There's a lot of reports from the Devils that the reason they couldn't make a big swing at this, they offered a lot, but they handed out so many no movement clauses that they wouldn't be able to clear the cap space to get them.
Yep.
And they couldn't convince enough people to waive it. If that's true, holy shit, would I be upset.
If that's true, holy shit, how many players did they ask? And how many are just going to play up the string now?
It's
you want to get rid of me? Fuck off.
The last fan base is Detroit. And Jambi has been leading this. I think he went on a huge rant on his podcast about it as well.
Go check it out. It's awesome.
Give me the PFF, right?
PFH.
Play fucking hockey. I don't know why I want to keep saying PFF. Drive me nuts. So Jambi did a great job breaking this down. You should check it out. But more or less, Detroit could have matched that. Detroit absolutely could have put together a package.
Detroit has some good young players
and some picks, and like there is really no reason for Detroit to also be playing it safe at this point. They think they know what their core is. Seider is a fucking monster this year. That guy might be a top 4 defenseman right now. He's that fucking good. They had the opportunity to put their best deal forward, and they couldn't.
You mean top 4 in the league, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, not on the team. I'm being vague with all of these top.
I mean,
4,
he's
top
definitely
5
in the
statements.
top 4 of their team.
Yeah,
well,
I would.
So
I would
you're right either way.
But I think Detroit fans are pretty pissed. I think they saw that and when we could have done that. We want to get over the hump. Now, of course, a week ago, Detroit wasn't first in the Atlantic, so I think people have calmed down a little. But
does that mean anything right now?
Well, this month, I think Detroit, have they lost a game? They've lost 1 game, I think, this month.
Probably.
I think
Still
something
frauds.
like that. They've been crushing it lately. But that fan base, some of them are really upset, and others, you get to see the same thing that the Bruins fans do, where they talk about like, well, we can't let go of this guy for Quinn Hughes. What do you mean we can't let go of this for Quinn fucking Hughes? Yes, you can let go of virtually anyone.
Yeah. Do you think he actually resigns in Minnesota?
I think there's a really good shot. I liked his comments about how the Wild went out and got him. They ponied up for him. They wanted him. Obviously, there's early success to already see there. The core there, Wallstedt, Kaprizov, and Hughes as your pillars. Yeah. Holy fuck. I mean, this is Wallstedt's an unbelievable young goaltender.
And
Faber is
supporting cast too.
A roller coaster right now, but him on Hughes' side is going to be excellent for the next 10 years.
Faber and Hughes as a top pair.
Yeah.
Their defense right now is Quinn Hughes, Brock Faber, Jared Spurgeon, and Jonas Brodin on their second pair. And Jacob Middleton Zach Bogosian on the third pair. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That top pair especially. And Faber has had a volatile year. Like, he has not been good for a couple of stretches here, but I think Hughes is really going to help him reach his ceiling.
He's still a beast, though.
He is still a beast. He's a minute munching beast. I think it's a great situation for Hughes, and I don't think you can discredit how much a new job feels like the place you want to be after your last job was so fucking toxic.
Sure.
I get that he wants to play with his brothers, but also he kind of mentioned that and it got blown out of proportion because it seemed clear to me that he was like, yeah, someday I think it'd be cool. Yeah. Not, hey, through all of our primes, I want us to be in lockstep together.
Yeah. He also called Tom Fitzgerald Fitzy, and people went nuts with that, too.
That is slightly valid, I think. Like, conspiracy low qual would get a little bit into that. Because I'm not, unless I really like my boss or this person, I'm not calling you Fitzy, you know?
Have we seen conspiracy low qual?
I don't think so. I'll have to break him out one of these days.
Okay.
I just have to make a total just ruin reputation video of all the dumb conspiracies that I kind of believe.
Oh, yeah.
Sean and Doug, that's where it has to come back.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, we have announcements to make about that in the future. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of terrifying things coming out of your mouth right now.
Yep, it's not good. It's not good for my wallet, not good for my free time, but we'll figure it out.
All right.
Do we like this trade for both sides, though? Because I genuinely do like this trade for both sides.
I do, yes, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Minnesota won the trade initially.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that Vancouver ends up walking away from this, and especially if he doesn't re-sign in Minnesota, that's going to change the optics of this trade. So I think we're at least a full season and a half away from really knowing.
Yeah.
Unless he re-signs early. But I don't
remind me not to criticize the Wild in 2 years if he does walk, because you know how your brain just changes your opinion on shit over time because you're an adult who can learn and change stuff. Just remind me not to criticize the Wild. Actually, I do. Andrew, you brought up what's the Bruins package. Did you have something in mind that you wanted to say?
No.
Okay.
I wanted to see if you guys could get one because I couldn't think of one.
It would have been like a 48% minority ownership.
Yeah.
Like
we'll give you our next 4 first-round picks.
Yeah. The Ricky Williams trade. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into Bruins news, since we're already basically doing the whip it out, I do want to mention something that is interesting about this time period. We're about to hit in a few days now, the roster freeze, right? I forget what day
that is actually. Correct. Yes, the holiday roster freeze, December 23rd. 22nd, excuse me, 22nd.
So Monday. Mm-hmm. So we might see a flurry of trades. And I know every year we talk about this, like, maybe. No, there's actually reason for it this year.
We actually have seen a couple. We saw the Jari Skinner trade.
Yeah, that was hilarious as they both had terrible games against each other.
That was awesome to watch, by the way.
A 6-4 final, just like you would expect.
Yeah.
Watching Draisaitl celebrate his 1,000th point in front
next to him,
who's wearing the Oilers mask.
Yeah.
It's
watching
brutal.
Connor McDavid just undress him and then give him a little pad tap afterwards.
Get fucked, boy. Have fun. But no, I wanted to bring up that the new rules for double retainment require that a player is on the team that traded for him for, I believe, 45 days, something like that. There's a certain time frame there.
Okay.
If you do not trade for a guy with retainment before this Christmas break, I think it kind of works out that you are really limiting any options for double retainment for the trade deadline.
So if you want to trade Korpisalo, you got to do it right now?
Basically, yes. No, yeah. Well, so it would be a trade that, like, say we moved off of Middlestat, but we retained money, and then that team was planning on flipping him at the deadline as well and wanted to retain more money. Because Korpisalo's been with us for well over the time frame.
Right.
So any sort of like double retainment can't happen in one day like it has in deadlines past.
I see. Okay.
Which I guess makes it really complicated to try to get like a team to sign up for that and be like, hey, in 2 months, we're going to reach out for the second part of this retainment deal.
Yeah. And that's going to like limit movement. That's going to really limit movement.
But it might force teams to act sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think we're already seeing it. We're seeing it with the Quinn Hughes deal. I think there were extenuating circumstances with that one.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah, but what was it? Jari and Skinner and Brett Kulak moving, and
was there retainment on either Jari or Skinner?
I don't think it was money in, money out. Actually, that's why Kulak went to Pittsburgh.
I don't understand what the Oilers are doing here, man. I don't get it.
Upgrading, or they think they are.
Are they? I mean, Jari's had a better start to the year.
Picture. It's the they're the same picture meme.
Yeah. Jesus.
By the way, Jari could have been had for free last year, Ken.
Yeah, seriously.
Kind of he could have been had for free the beginning of this year, right?
No, he was not waived.
No, I mean, he was so bad that you probably could have just been like, hey, can I have him? And then he started this season hot. And it was like,
he actually had a pretty good line. I was like, why are you trading him now? Also, again, well, Dubas has been trying to get rid of him for 2 years. To be fair, he won that, by the way. I got rid of the guy that I never wanted to begin with.
Yeah,
he wanted Allmark.
This Murashov kid in the AHL for them looks like he's going to be pretty good.
Murashov is pretty good. Artur Sievlovs has something. I don't know if it's ever going to come together for him though. But
we've kind of been talking about him for 3 years now. It's got to see something eventually now.
We saw something in the playoffs a couple of years ago out of him.
That's true.
Really good.
Goaltending stuff.
Goaltending is tough. But yeah, that's interesting because it's going to limit a lot of what a lot of people are going to be able to do. A lot of teams are going to be able to do in the real trade deadline because when the Olympic break, when everyone recommences out of the Olympic break, there's going to be like 8 days left before the trade deadline.
That's right. And is there another freeze there, or is that just like?
I don't know if there's another freeze. I don't think there is, but I think it's bad form kind of thing.
At least if the guy's on the Olympic team, that would be really fucking tough to hear.
Yeah. Oh man, great job on that gold medal. By the way, pack your shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to fly back to Boston. Ooh, you're flying back to Minnesota, bud. Sorry. It's been great having you, Middlestat. Though it has been really a good time.
Are you manifesting this?
No, not really, but I don't think the Wild.
Wait, Middlestat made it to the Olympics? Sick.
Yeah, fucking good point. But I don't think Minnesota's done unless their center depth really holds up for the next couple of weeks. Which, honestly, with the way they're playing, maybe it will. But
their 2C is Marcus Johansson, who left the Bruins game.
They've been using this young guy, Yurov. 21-year-old
Daniela Yurov, yes.
Yeah,
Daniil Yurov.
He's been solid, but we'll see if that can last, and they'll see if they want to go into the playoffs with a 21-year-old running their second line.
Probably not.
Probably not. So they might come a calling. The Bruins have a Zacha, they have a Middlestat. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. You keep bringing up Middlestat.
I would get rid of Middlestat tomorrow.
I've liked him. I've liked him this year.
He's been better than I expected this year. It does not change. I am still very comfortably in the party of we can sell at the deadline. I don't want to do like a tear it down or anything, but like there are pieces that I'm not going to be upset if we move off of.
That's where my head's at. There's still pieces. So you concerned me a little bit because you're the low qual episode yesterday was very positive.
Yes,
it was.
Like you were very buying in, and I was like, "Oh man, he's gonna want to buy."
Like, no.
Go out and buy something.
I knew people were gonna take it that way, but no. I am okay with gentle buying, like
reasonable purchasing.
Reasonable purchasing, something that Well, I don't need to make that joke. But gentle buying, I am comfortable with. If it's, we've talked about this. A little bit.
Go into Dollar Tree.
Just kind of grab someone off the heap. Kind of like, I kind of like the underlying metrics here, which maybe is a little segue into someone we just recently grabbed. But yeah, if you're going to give up something that fills a need in the long term, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. If you take big swings this season, there's a difference between being confident and reckless.
Yeah.
We don't need the reckless this year.
I also want to point out just the idea of buying right now is concerning to me because multiple times this week, and I think most of it has been out of McAvoy's mouth, but just saying, Andrew, can you pull up the quote that he gave us where he basically said, no knock on last year's team, but like
I loved everybody. I loved everybody here. There's people on last year's team that I love dearly, but the chemistry here is way different.
Yeah. And just so it feels like it's a good locker room. And obviously it's like, this is a team probably overperforming on most
There's
nights.
no probably about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't touch that. However, I agree with you. Zaka, if you get a good offer, you move him. Middlestat, you get a good offer, you move him. There's other players, Arvidsson, like it all depends on what you can get, but this is not the year, we've never made any sort of bones about we can win a cup this year.
Yeah.
No, I think ultimately the best this team can do is sneak into the playoffs and maybe piss somebody off.
Hell yeah.
The longer this good stretch
that would be
goes,
satisfying for me.
The longer this good stretch goes, though, the more the definition of get a good offer changes.
That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, like, it's a good stretch. This whole season has been a fairly good stretch, but we're also just a little bit above 500.
Mm-hmm.
If we were in any other division, we would not be thinking about
the Atlantic Division.
Yeah, but if we were in any other division, we would not even be having a conversation about soft buying.
Actually, I think that might not be true anymore. The West.
No, a lot of the teams that had games in hand in us have caught up and lost all of them.
We would be competitive in the Metro right now.
Mm-hmm.
We would not be competitive in the Central, but no one fucking would be.
Yeah.
The Pacific, we would be competitive. Yeah, it's surprising. I looked at it the other day and went, we're actually one of the better teams in the league, like top half of the league.
Yeah, I would say we're right around like 13. Yeah. Like we're slightly better than the top half.
12th in points percentage, I think, as of entering tonight. Very good, Thomas.
Yeah. Still don't know if we're cut out to make the long run, but I think a soft buy and moving on from certain pieces to better our chances next year. Yeah. I'm still on board for that.
Soft buy and soft sell.
I think it also is very.
I think it's a mixture of that.
On, like Andrew said, the definition of what a good offer is going to change by where the team is. Mm-hmm. But you also have to look at, okay, who is actually expendable for the following season? Because if you're assuming that Higgins is going to come in and take a top 6 role, whether on the wing or at center, I mean, keeping Arvidsson around.
There is no way Arvidsson plays for the Boston Bruins next year.
No, there's no way. Yeah. And also, if at the deadline someone calls and like, we'll give you a 3rd round pick for the guy, you're kind of like,
No, you take that because you gave up a 4th.
But that's what I mean. It's like you kind of start to go, well, that's good business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if someone calls about Casey Middlestat, especially that contract and everything, is like, we want to give you a 1st for the guy, which would blow my mind. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. But I would be like, yes, yep, done. Don't hang up the phone.
If somebody says, I'll give you a 1st for Casey Middlestat, I will walk him to the airport.
Yes.
I mean, we had this conversation this time last year about Morgan Geekie for a 1st, and I was like, I don't see it. And now it's total crow.
Yeah.
Now it's total crow.
Well, did you know that he's elite?
I was not aware in November of last year.
Neither was anyone else, including his own coach.
Yeah. I think only Rat was aware at that point that he can get a 1st. He knew right off the bat. Rat's got a crystal ball.
There's also this guy Smoke Eater who for 2 years has been telling me that like 100% Geekie's elite. Like this guy's going to be.
There was that discussion when he was still out in Seattle. Like they knew what they had. Seattle themselves, the organization, maybe not, but I think the fan base kind of knew what they had there.
Well, Andrew and I were raving about his analytics when he initially was coming over. We loved him as
incredibly efficient.
A depth ad. That's what we want. A third line guy who scored in his minutes and had very few of them. Yeah, bring him up.
Yeah.
Right. Then what happened?
It's pretty good stuff. He's still unsustainable. But to sum up this conversation, because I think some people will take it as us being negative, we are just really in between a rock and a hard place of, yes, we like this team. We want this team to make the playoffs because it would be an interesting team to watch in the playoffs. It's truly an interesting team. Yeah. Any result would be imaginable for this squad. Like, they could get bulldozed in the first round. They could also win a couple of rounds off of the back of just being hard to play against and Swayman going nuclear. Yeah. I want this team in the playoffs. Yep. I also can recognize that it needs a little help. And at the deadline, your focus should be, what do the next 3 years for the Boston Bruins look like with Pastrnak, McAvoy, and Swayman?
Yep.
If this team soft buys but doesn't sell anybody, but soft buys,
gentle buys, just gentle
buys.
Yeah, it's where you don't even touch your card to the actual reader, the tap. You just kind of hover it above it.
Yeah.
Why? Strangely sexual.
It's very, very sexual because you have to make eye contact with the cashier the
entire time.
Yeah. Trying to get
the distance without touching. Where were we? Where am I?
I'm talking about touching tips with the card cashier. And the cashier.
Yeah. With the cashier. Touching tips with the cashier.
Touching tips with the Walgreens cashier.
Yeah. And then the manager comes in and you touch tips with them as well?
Mm-hmm. No, he's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's strangely.
Why do I always get specific to my life? I imagine
he's strangely eager to touch tips.
That's actually exactly right. He would be like, "Hell yeah, let's do this." I'm like, "Oh, never mind, buddy."
He enters the conversation, tips out.
Yeah, he's too excited. You gotta have a little bit of aloofness to you.
Yeah,
aloofness to your touch tipping.
Yes, you don't strike me as an aloof fella in the touch tipping.
Oh, I will smack tips.
Yeah, not aloof. Not aloof.
Not aloof. No. If this team supplely touches tips at the deadline, but doesn't sell any pieces off and makes the playoffs, is it a failure?
I think even at this point in the season, this is not a failure of a year.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I don't think you can fail this year at this point unless you buy heavy. If you buy heavy, you can fuck a lot of shit up.
Yeah. But even if you don't sell,
I don't think so. I don't think there's any doubt that we're going to what the roster is right now is not going to be the roster in 2 months.
Yeah, you have to be firmly in a playoff spot to convince me not to sell off anything.
Mm-hmm. I think there are pieces that we can trade off. I don't even want to say it out loud right now, but there's one particular player that we've already named that will not be here next year that I think we can sell off and replace from our system and probably not lose too much from a day-to-day standpoint. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about right now or not. I don't want to say the player's name in Providence.
Oh, because you don't want to have the whole conversation.
Yeah, I would like to stay away from that conversation. I think that's the only that's to me seems like the only avenue that player gets brought up, and I think that Arvidsson is absolutely a candidate that will to not finish the season as a Bruin. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I think that's the right call from at least the Bruins standpoint. Maybe not the Providence player or not, but we'll see.
And that's no knock on Arvidsson. I've liked him.
Absolutely. I was a big Arvidsson guy 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Well, let's actually, because this is going to lead into a roster problem that we're kind of forming. Because let's talk about Vladislav. Hold on.
No. I want to do it.
All right, go ahead.
Vladislav Kolyachonok.
And that's not great pronunciation either. I think it's Kolyachonok, but it's difficult. It's
you know what his nickname
difficult.
is? Kolyachonok.
Oh, this is a guy. This is a guy. This guy right here. He's a guy. This is a fucking guy. I would touch tips with Vladislav.
I would touch. I would touch tips. I would touch Kolyachonok's. Wow, it's getting worse.
Yeah, I'm not sure he wants his name out there like that.
Yeah, that's brutal. Andrew, tell us about this gentleman.
Vladislav K.
You fucking coward.
Kolyachonok. There it is.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Kolyachonok. Vladislav Kolyachonok. First Belarusian player in Bruins history. Yeah. Neat. Not Russian. I saw a lot of people calling him Russian.
Yeah,
Not Russian.
You could forgive them, all things considered.
Yeah.
All things considered, not gonna mention why, but not Russian. They have their own distinct culture. Belarusian.
Yes.
Still a big vodka spot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Say what?
So I said still a big spot for vodka. It's the same.
Still a big spot for
shit.
vodka. Very true. I called this in the group chat.
You did. Oh, God damn it.
He was put on waivers by Dallas.
I'm going to put 6 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to let you talk about this. And I'm going to go ahead and put the headset down and go upstairs and just take a monster shit. I'll be back.
All right, excellent. Andrew, explain, when when he went on waivers, were you like, oh, the Bruins should pick him up? Or I forget how this happened.
I said, if you insist on marinating Frederick Brunet, which they clearly are,
Yep.
and Aspero's out for any length of time, which it clearly is, you should put a claim on this guy.
Yeah.
And I put up his chart, and his chart's very good. Sheltered minutes, but very positive in his minutes. And by the way, if you go on Stars Reddit, they're pissed. They're pissed about losing him.
They thought he was getting through, right?
Yeah, they did.
No, they did not assume he was.
Oh, no.
It's like,
They wanted him to get through, I should say.
They wanted him to get through.
Yeah.
Also,
but,
just
that wasn't
before
happening.
Andrew does this whole thing, because I can never let him have anything. The moment that this guy goes on waivers, every Bruins fan on Twitter was like, "Oh my God, we gotta grab this guy."
Come on, man. I'm not even on Twitter.
I know, this is why I get to say it. You did call it in the group chat between the three of us. You did.
Yes.
You just really agreed with the thousands of other Bruins fans on Twitter.
Oh God, it's Thomas. Hold that shit because now I can't have this.
I gotta take it from him. I'm so mean. I'm a mean person.
But yes, I called it, and I like the player. I love this pickup. No risk, medium reward. All it costs is money.
Yep.
And
ain't my fucking money.
24 years old, 6'2", 195.
I thought you were about to say 6 NHL team.
That too.
Yeah. Close. This is his fifth because Arizona and actually it is technically his sixth. You are correct because apparently the NHL considers Arizona and Utah two different franchises.
Yeah, that's turning into some sort of debate now too about what counts for like record keeping. Mm-hmm. I don't know why people complicate the dumbest stuff.
Yeah, they apparently the Utah is an expansion team and Arizona is in stasis.
Yep. And yet the Jets and the Jets are not the same team for some reason.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense out of that.
Yeah,
but
I can't.
There's nothing bad about this move. He's an interesting type of player because he's moved so much, but it's the way that he's moved. Drafted by Florida.
It's a weird history.
Yep. Drafted by Florida, second round, 2020, I think, COVID draft. I could be wrong, but drafted by Florida, second round. Traded to Arizona in the I think it was a salary dump. Traded to claimed off waivers, was claimed off waivers. Traded again in a Matthew Dumba salary dump, and then from Pittsburgh to Dallas, and then claimed off waivers by Boston. So he's either the prospect tax in a salary dump of give me a pick and a prospect if I'm taking on your bad contract, and that's the prospect that I want, or he is like right on the precipice but not really, and think he can sneak him through waivers, and another team goes, "Oh yes, I want him."
Are we sure he exists, or is he a money laundering scheme?
He's very impressive. Very impressive. 85 NHL games for a money laundering scheme.
That's pretty good. That's better than Future Considerations has. They've been traded 1,000 times and yet not a single NHL game.
I know. The fucking bum.
Yeah. I like the guy. I like this pickup, obviously. Like you said, no risk. Literally no risk here.
Plays both sides, which is huge.
Plays both sides. Analytics are strong both offensively and defensively in a depth role. Let's be very clear about that.
Sheltered minutes. Yep.
Moves the puck well. Downsides are takes too many penalties. He has a little bit of an aggressive streak, which is, I mean, the MO for this team. So that's not going to be something that we're
so fit right in.
About. And this is a 6 team. That's basically the stuff that you look at and go, that's not great. He doesn't play either. He hasn't historically played either special teams, which is fine. Like a third pairing defenseman. Yeah, that makes sense. But you usually like to see a guy like this that you're picking up have some sort of trust from coaches. And very clearly, this is not a guy who builds trust.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm actually really glad you brought that up. Sturm said today, they said, tell us a little bit. What do you like about Vladislav K? And he's like, I'm going to put him on the PK.
You're fine. Fucking, you know who for? Fucking Peak, hopefully. Goddamn.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
We got to talk about the Bruins eventually here, but no, I do want to ask a question.
We're talking about the Bruins.
Yeah, we are. I want to ask a question here though, because you now have how many defensemen here? You have McAvoy, Lindholm,
12,
Zadorov, Lohrei, Yoki Haru, Peak, Harris, Callahan, Aspero, Soderstrom, and then Kolyachonok. When Callahan's healthy, he gets sent down. That's just a no-brainer, right? Yep. Like no one remove one of them immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When any of the other guys get healthy, every single one of those players needs to clear waivers to get to the AHL. Who gets sent down? Because you can't carry 9 defensemen.
I mean, you could.
Okay, so you're not going to carry any forwards.
Yep.
Extra forwards, which they're not going to do. Like, who goes? If Harris and Yoki Haru get healthy, Soderstrom, you try to squeeze him down?
I think he's played well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's a lot better than the preseason.
I mean,
right now, my issues are Peak and Lohrei. Soderstrom's been fine.
Yeah, okay. So, Asperot would be picked up in a heartbeat. You don't put him on waivers. He's been much, much better. Real shame he got hurt. Yoki Haru would not be claimed.
He plays the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's... If he was a lefty, I'd agree with you.
Well, so does Kolyachonok. Kolyachonok.
And he got claimed. I think this is... So Callahan gets sent down. I do think Aspero... It obviously very much depends on how Kolyachonok looks, too. Like, he might get up here and we hate him. Like, that's a possibility. But they are setting themselves up right now to be like, we have to try to push someone down who's the least likely to get claimed. I still think it's Aspero. Like, Soderstrom will go down, I would assume.
You think Aspero's the least likely to be claimed?
26 years old.
Yeah.
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 Osterley was claimed last year, and he was a disaster.
I fucking forgot about that. I'm not saying it's unlikely. I'm just trying to play the odds here. Because you're not going to send Lohrei down.
Soderstrom, I think, would probably make it through because he's played fine. I think he's been fine. I think he's been fine to good. He's made a couple of really nice plays. I think the body of work is not big enough yet.
Yeah, no. If Aspero got healthy tomorrow, Soderstrom gets sent down.
Yes.
And then if Harris gets healthy the day after, I think Aspero gets sent down.
Wow, you're gonna have a lot of people mad at you for that, by the way.
If you look at it in a vacuum and don't, What are the options? What do you want to do? Somebody has to go.
Do you send down Lorai?
That is a guy who you 100% know is getting claimed. Like, Lorai is getting claimed. Yes. Yes, you do.
Do you?
Because think about how frustrated we were with Beecher, and he was still claimed by the very first team.
Yeah.
I know Lorai doesn't have the first round pedigree, but he's had moments in the NHL that have made us absolutely pumped. He's 100% getting snagged. And there's people listening right now that go, good. I'm like, that's fine. That's your opinion. But
yeah, but that's awful asset management.
That's bad asset management. I literally think Aspero is one of the first ones that gets sent down. Soderstrom, Aspero, and then shit, when everyone's healthy, do you still need to send another one? VL. I do think they'll pull the VL trigger as well, and they'll send him down.
They have to eventually. He hasn't played in a month.
He was in practice lineups today instead of Jeannot.
Jeannot was sick.
Jeannot was sick. Okay, I was gonna say he's taking a maintenance day or something, but
yeah, Jeannot is battling a flu.
Yeah, we have 11 right now, counting the 4 guys on IR. So need to get that number down to 7.
Or 8.
Or eight, but either way, that's 3 guys. Callahan's one of them. Soderstrom's the other. Who's your third? This is what I'm talking about. It's a really tough moment.
Is Yoki Haru a candidate for that?
I think you're right to bring him up. I don't know, though.
Mm-hmm. Is it because he's right-handed? Because right-handed and plays the right side. Kolyachonok plays the right side.
Sure.
Kolyachonok. Fuck me on this.
You lost it. It's okay. It's fine.
I had it once.
Kolyachonok.
Kolyachonok plays the right side. But he's left-handed, but he plays the right side.
He does. All I'm saying is they picked the guy up for a reason, and it's not to get sent back down through waivers. Yeah. Somebody's going to have to bite the bullet.
Okay, all right. So with this, biting the bullet, Mason Lorai would get. Well, I do agree with you that Mason Lorai would get claimed. It's just when you listen to Bruins fans, you would think that he's the worst defenseman that's ever played.
And that's why. What did you do when we claimed this guy? You went to the social media. That's the first thing everyone should do. If the team is lamenting the loss of the player, great. If the team is like, fucking have fun, like we were with Beecher, there's your sign, man.
Mm-hmm. So, Lorai gets claimed. Lorai does get claimed if you put him on waivers. I want you guys to give me a 1 to 10 likelihood. Don Sweeney has reached out to teams and said, what do you give me for Lorai?
That's exactly where I wanted this conversation to go. I think that's the back end's so unhealthy. So unhealthy. So there's an absolute thought of like, maybe this isn't happening this quickly. Right? Mm-hmm. I think Sweeney's taking calls. I think Sweeney's taking calls for a couple of guys on the back end.
Just for Lorai, 1 to 10. What's the likelihood that Lorai is one of them?
An 8.
Thomas?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to see him moved? Are you okay?
No.
Okay,
no, I don't.
I don't either.
Okay,
you
guys are not done with him yet.
I really believe in this kid. I really do.
I do too. And I think the eagerness to move him is so out of pocket. Like, take calls on him. Absolutely.
You take calls on everybody, pretty much.
Yeah. But the eagerness to want to move him, I think, is way too premature right now. Way too premature. Talent is still there. And you got people saying, oh, he's almost 25 now. He's pretty much a finished product. Oh, well, none of us here are fully developed at 25. So
I'm still hoping for some growth. You know what
there I mean? It is. I was waiting for that.
I actually tried to say it earlier, but I was muted.
So, yeah, no, Lorai does not make it through waivers, but I think Sweeney is like, all right, I'm putting the feelers out. Are you interested in a Mason Lorai? And I would tell you, if you canvassed all 31 teams, I would say half of them would come back and be like, yeah, what you got? What do you want?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of we can fix him in teams.
And teams and fans, right? Think about that. We're claiming the guy off waivers, and we're talking about let go of Lorai because we got him. Like, everyone just thinks of the most optimistic route for these guys who are on their sixth team or whatever. You want to believe. You want to believe in positivity.
Mm-hmm. Is this a positive conversation, though? Because we're talking about somebody losing their spot.
Based on our hope that this player coming in is really good.
That is true. But I have faith in this guy. Because the reasons that he has been traded doesn't really have much traded or claimed, doesn't really have much to do with his performance. It seems like it's just he's been squeezed out by age and the prospect tax.
Yep. Yep.
So
this is a tough situation. I don't think we're ever going to, until we start to see this clarify a little bit with these injuries. A lot of stuff's up in the air right now.
1 to 10. Mason Lorai is a Boston Bruin by March 7th.
10 being the most likely.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say
9 or 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up at 9. I still think he's going to be held.
I agree.
Gross. All of this is gross.
No. It's an interesting I don't want to say a predicament, but obviously the Bruins have something up their sleeve if they claim this guy, and I don't think it has everything to do with the injuries.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
but that's interesting that you believe Aspera would make it through waivers.
I think he's likely to. Yeah, I really do.
I generally agree, but I also think that there was enough of a sample size where a team would have look at film and be like, or a team that we played earlier this year is like that guy was a pain in the ass to play against.
Yeah,
and he's gotten much better. He got much better.
Yeah, but teams surprise me often with guys like Brossoit went through waivers and no one grabbed him, and I was like, God, there's a lot of teams that could use a goaltender right now.
He was also coming off a 2-year-long knee injury.
That's true. That's very true. I think he gets traded as well, but just waivers are weird basically every year, and typically there are a couple of guys that just kind of surprise you that they're not looked at as assets.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. Ian.
Yeah.
And Thomas, I want you to get on this. Trash Mikey Eyssimont a little more.
He's so frustrating, man. He's so frustrating.
He plays like such an asshole, but then he does that.
His good plays are so great, but I'm starting to realize he plays so much hero ball, doesn't utilize his teammates when he always should. Like, he wants to take the shot, he wants to drive the net, and he looks off better situations so often, and it's really frustrating because that fourth line, I mean, they get in there and they create havoc and they produce, but God, Eyssimont drives me nuts sometimes. He really does. He's not a bad player. I don't dislike him. It's just, if there was, again, we talked about this first guy moved out kind of stuff for the forwards. Yeah, he's still pretty high on my list.
Yeah, but then he makes a move like he does in the Utah game, and you're like, well...
Yeah, but then before that, he had an awful offensive zone turnover, a really dumb penalty, and then a neutral zone turnover, and I'm just sitting there going, like, would you fucking stop for a second? And then, of course, he just burns Mata and puts him on his fucking chin, and then, does the rest.
Did you see the push-off before when he burned Mata?
No, I didn't.
He used his free hand and just yeeted him out of his sight, and then went in on. It wasn't Vamilka. It was a Vanacek. He went on Vanacek.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It was a great goal. It really was.
It was a great. Utah feels like it should be so much better than they are.
They're okay. They've run into some weirdness, but I think they're an okay team.
They're not too far off from what we are, but I don't think they have the same heart.
No.
Oh, they're not based off of piss and vinegar. That's for God. I really hate it. I'm just not a piss and vinegar guy.
We've established that it's piss and vinegar is the toxic masculinity version of power of friendship.
Okay.
That's a good comparison, because the Capitals last year were the power of friendship team, and they smartly didn't fuck with their chemistry at the deadline, even though it didn't work out in the playoffs, but that team was never going to win anything in the playoffs. That's kind of how I view the Bruins too. It's like, we're the power of friendship, great chemistry, don't fuck with it and buy a bunch at the deadline. We're not to have that conversation again, obviously, but good comparison.
Yep. Yeah. This is power. This is the piss and vinegar is the power of friendship.
Yep.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. If you put it that way, that's fine. I'm good with that. Cam Neely went out and reiterated piss and vinegar this week, by the way.
They think they've like cracked the code. They have this clever little secret that they're doing. It's like, okay, guys, it's a boys' club after all.
Bed, Grandpa.
Yeah, right. Hey, Simon's fine. Like, he's not a player I dislike. He's a player I was really happy we signed. The trash talk obviously helps, and he adds piss and vinegar.
Mm-hmm. I do love his quote at the end of the game yesterday. It's too early to say playoffs, but this is what a playoff team does. We're starting to show that we can be one.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that coming from him for some reason. I don't know why. But I love that coming from him, from a guy lower down the lineup.
Because those are the guys who are earning their minutes every night, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm so glad that we were having good comments from the locker room this year. Last year was not enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I did not hate McAvoy speaking up about that.
Yeah.
No, and honestly, the fan base is going to feed off of that too.
Yeah.
Let him. Hell yeah.
No, I know I did.
Yep. Speaking of piss and vinegar.
Mostly piss.
Mostly piss. Guys, you guys are more experts on this than I am, so I'm gonna.
No, we just have stronger opinions.
Sit back.
Go ahead. Ask the question.
Yes, therefore, you are more expertise. The Stadium Series jerseys. Thoughts?
Fucking awful.
Yeah,
I can't wait to own the Bruins version. I truly can't wait, but I can also recognize that they're fucking awful.
Here's the thing with Stadium.
Which
Tampa?
one's worse?
Oh my God, Tampa.
But Tampa's also more easily fixable. I think Tampa is closer to being a good jersey.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, their striping's better. The coloration is considerably better. Just the logo is balls. But this is what I was going to say. The Stadium Series jerseys every year are almost purposely comically shitty. Like it's kind of like the thing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be caught dead in the Bruins version this year. The color is completely fucking wrong. It's highlighter piss. Like, you just assume that it smells like shitty asparagus. It's fucking garbage.
Stop
Andrew,
and
you have a
shop
note
canned
here
asparagus.
that says that you have a note here that says that the logo's solid.
That's Andrew's note.
Yeah, that's.
I like not that it's even solid. I just like the bear.
The bear's fine.
Yeah.
It's the Boston above it that's terrible.
It's a Word doc logo.
Yeah.
Clip art.
So I'll break it down. Collar down. White collar. It's okay. It's not my favorite with this uni. The color is wrong. I don't like the B with the scratch thing. It feels very shitty inline skating fucking league. Yeah, the color's awful. The little one detail of the embedded sun in the sleeve is whatever. Like, I don't know. Vegas started doing that shit, and now all these other teams are like, oh, we could do these weird texture things. It's not for me, but on certain jerseys it looks okay. but it feels useless and disappears on this jersey. The striping is fucked in general to me. Like the sleeves don't match the bottom of the actual body of it. And also the white, it looks like something my kid started coloring and the highlighter died and she just said, fuck it. That's what the white sleeves are to me. But the logo I have a huge issue with. I think the front of the jersey is so lazy in Word doc. And you know what else? Looking at this, it's like if they just leaned into how fun they were trying to be, change the fucking fonts. Like I'm looking at one right now. It's the Kolyachonok version on shopnhl.com. The numbers are the exact same numbers that we use on all the other jerseys, and the word mark on the nameplate is the same letters. Get fun with it. Like if you want to lean into it, like change that up a little bit. Instead, from behind, it looks like it looks like just a shitty version of what we already have. And to me, my initial comment or thought on the jersey, excuse me, I'm dying, is it already looks like a shitty China knockoff. Like it already looks like you jumped online and wanted to only pay $40 for this jersey, and it looks like shit. It's just I want to say I was let down, but just knowing that the Stadium Series jerseys are always kitschy and kind of dorky, like, okay, I was ready for it to be a little bit fun. It misses on every level for me.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of like the one thing I really want to know: claiming Connecticut in the collar.
Watch your mouth. Tread lightly here.
No. I want your thoughts on this because a bunch of people made a big deal of it. It's the first fucking part of the collar too. It starts with CT right there.
And you know what? Here's the problem with it. So obviously, like
your mic, Thomas. Your mic.
Oh, hold on. Let me. There we go. No, still nothing.
You're still faint.
Titties.
Better.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing with that. I know it's a popular thing up in like Mass and Boston, stuff like that, to like not claim Connecticut. Connecticut was the first New England state, first of all. So eat dicks, everybody, first. I don't like that Connecticut. Like, if there's no reason to list the New England states on this jersey, like, there's just not.
What if I forget them?
That nobody will forget them. Maybe you do because you moved away, but
the brain injuries too kind of help.
But I don't understand. I don't understand the order. Like, if you're gonna order them in, like, when those states became states and became New England, then it would be Connecticut, Mass. But instead, it's Connecticut, Maine, Mass. Like, so that doesn't make sense. So I don't understand it. Look, I mean, as a Connecticut-based Boston fan, when I lost the Whalers and I stopped watching for a couple of years, it could have been a coin flip, whether I followed a New York team or a Boston team.
Mm-hmm.
But my hatred of the Yankees and willingness to latch onto something else, Nesson is the reason I became a Bruins fan when I was younger, because they either had the Bruins or they had the Sox. So if we want to drive a dividing line through Connecticut, the shoreline out towards Greenwich, Norwalk, and all that stuff, they're all Yankee fans. They're all Ranger fans. Middle of the state, we can't stand the fucking Yankees here. We just can't. And we can't stand the Rangers. You guys know where my head is at there. I can't root for a New York team. Boston makes the most sense. Does Boston need to claim Connecticut? I don't think it's necessary. I genuinely don't, and that's coming from a Connecticut fan.
But it doesn't piss you off, right? Like, nothing about that. Just
no, I don't. It doesn't piss me off that it's on the jersey. I just think it's weird. Okay. Like, what? I don't see any other point to it, unless you're trying to say, like, hey, if you come down to Raymond James Stadium, and you're from one of these states, you're allowed to buy a ticket. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just seems like a weird addition.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted that take from you. I just wanted to know where you're at.
Yep.
All right, what else are we talking about?
I want to hear your breakdown of this jersey, honestly.
Oh, I just find it fucking ridiculous. It feels like they tried to go for like a little. They half stepped into the thing that I love, which is like the old '90s logo, something a little cheesy, a little dumb.
Yeah,
I love that shit. But they dipped a toe in and then nothing further. Like I would have.
They dipped the left shoulder in. To be specific. That's what they did.
I so much would have preferred that they remove the Boston, that the Bruins bear on the front is 4 times the size.
Yep.
And it becomes this abomination that I adore. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's just a bad jersey that I am, again, so excited to buy whenever Fanatics can get their shipping shit together. Like, I'm going to. I need it. I need
You're
to have
collector,
it.
Though.
Yeah, I fucking love to hate certain jerseys. I have a bad feeling that I'm going to get this one and it's very, very quickly become one of the cursed jerseys that never make it to the wall or never touch my body because there's something wrong with them. There's like 6 of them that no one on the channel ever sees them.
You reiterated at the latest low qual that the jerseys speak to you.
They do.
What do the cursed jerseys say to you?
The cursed jerseys are pushed to the very corner of the standing closet.
But they're still talking.
No, they're very muffled. Those things. There's something wrong.
You do realize that's crazier, right?
What do you?
He does not claim sanity in this topic. So
I saw someone saying earlier that the Lot Mel's jersey speaks to me like the Green Goblin mask. It's like that is exactly what you need to envision when I'm trying to decide what jersey to put on my body. It's like they're literally making statements to me. I gotta choose from there. There's no way this is healthy, by the way.
It's even creepier. That's the second time you've done that, but it's even creepier when you say, not that I'm putting the jersey on, but I'm putting the jersey on my body.
On my body.
Yeah.
It's
wearing it.
Strange. I don't know. There's something. I hear the voice. Like it's a literal. It's I don't have to go more into this. This is fine. Yeah. It can't be healthy for me. I can tell you that much. There's no way it's healthy.
Ian, did you see that the original concept was a white jersey?
I didn't actually.
All right, so it's the same exact jersey, same exact breakdown, except where the white is, it's yellow. Where the yellow is, it's white. It looked considerably more tolerable. Same logo.
Oh, it looks way better.
It looks way better. However, the league wants bright colors. They want color versus color and stuff like that. Yeah. So they made that exception.
Leaning into that more now.
If the yellow was a better yellow, I would be all about it because look at it.
It's not Bruins gold.
It's not. And look at the logo. Like look at the bear where it says Bruins. It's a different yellow than the fucking jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it looks like a shitty Chinese knockoff. And look, I don't want to come out here and yuck the yum of everybody who does love this jersey. I know there's people on our Discord who like the jersey. I don't want to yuck the yum. But if you like this jersey, you have fucking shit taste. Like, this is one of the worst fucking alternate or specialty jerseys that we've put out. I would put this literally at the very fucking bottom.
I don't want to ruin anyone's time, but fuck you.
Fuck you, honestly. No, but like think about like all the amazing jerseys. And I get that Stadium Series is not the Winter Classic. Winter Classic, you go for those old school stuff. Stadium Series, you go for a little bit more kitschy. You're going after a different demographic than my old ass is. It's just not a good looking jersey. It's just not. It's not my taste.
No, I think you're objectively correct in that it's not a well designed jersey.
No, it feels thrown together.
Yeah.
We can move on before I get any more mad.
No.
That was my favorite. Not to yuck your yum, but you
have
fuck you taste. And your mother. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have voicemails? Can we do voicemails?
Did we try to do that? Hold on, I got so many windows open. I'm shopping for new steel in my skates right now.
Nice.
That's code for porn.
Yeah.
No, I actually think it's exactly what he said it is.
Yeah, it unfortunately is. It's you're almost better off just buying another pair of skates at that point. Over under 4 voicemails.
Over.
Yeah, it's over. We got 6.
Hey!
Let's fire through these bitches. None of
do
them. One of them goes over a minute.
Son of a bitch.
I'm fucking pissed.
What's up, boys? It's Wes. Just taking a break from shredding the reams and reams of riffs I had prepared to fill in an Andrew's chest injury-related absence. But it's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I would have, I guess, appreciated a heads up, but it is what it is. Just hitting you with a somewhat dipshitty hot take question. Based on where our prospect pool is at, how would you guys feel about a like-for-like trade of taking one of these promising-ish sub-James Higgins level 4 prospects and turning it into a promising-ish defensive prospect, seeing as our pipeline for defense is a little butt-cheek still compared to the forwards? That's all I got. Go Bees.
Go Bees!
A beautiful 43-second voicemail right there, by the way.
Wes,
Flawless.
perfect. Sorry we disappointed you.
Thoughts on that, though? I am fine with it as long as it is not. I don't want to move on from Letourneau. I don't want to lose, obviously, Higgins, but he mentioned that. I don't know. I think from there, if there's a defensive prospect that I really like, I'd be willing to move off of a Will Zellers if it's a really good defensive prospect, and then that kind of tells a story for the rest of them, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Will Zellers is your cutoff line there?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm with you 100% because I want to see Higgins come up. I just want a draft pick under this regime to work.
Oh, Jesus.
And his willingness to shoot and his nose for the net and his fiery personality or whatever, I want to see him here.
If Sweeney was a better drafter, he'd be an all-time GM.
Yeah.
Because his trade work is immaculate.
It makes up for the fact that the dude can't draft.
Yeah.
Probably saved his
really
job a
that
couple
simple.
of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last couple deadlines, and specifically deadline, because I'm not always in love with his offseason, at least not initially. But his deadline work is top tier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's like objective.
Yeah. I mean, even look at the fucking record-setting year. That deadline was incredible. It didn't work out, but like at the time, stellar work.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's another one.
Hey, this is Dickie. I was just watching Behind the Bee this afternoon, and I noticed that Jeremy Swayman called Morgan Geek Elite. So somebody on the Bruins is listening to the podcast. I wanted to point that out, and somebody had a message he wanted to pass along.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal! Go Bees!
Go Bees!
Oh, that's
Go Bees! Hell yeah!
That is going to temporarily replace Go Bees, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Dickie, and thank you, Tiny Dickie.
Rowan.
Little Dickie.
Little Dickie.
Little Dickie.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe comparable size Dickie. We don't. We don't know. Another call.
Hey, boys. Will calling in from Nova Scotia with the Short Shift Podcast as my number one most listened to podcast, according to Spotify. Yeah, it's pretty good, if you ask me. It's a Friday night, and the Quinn Hughes trade just happened, and it got me thinking. Trading Victor Arvidsson at the trade deadline is probably the responsible thing to do, but I don't want to do it. So I have this plan. You got to keep it secret, but hear me out. We take a picture of a guy in a Victor Arvidsson jersey. We cut the head off the picture so you can't see who it is. And we put it up saying, Victor Arvidsson for a third-round pick, second-round pick, whatever you think you can get from him. Some GM will come along saying, yeah, we'll do that trade. And then you do the whole trade, finalize it, no take-backsies. And then we send them an NTT wearing a Victor Arvidsson jersey. Huh? I think that's pretty good. Go Bees.
Go Bees.
Go Bees.
My favorite part
It's
about
Fabian Lee
this.
selling an Arvidsson jersey.
Yeah. My favorite part of this is the Google Voice transcription. Victor Iverson. So I was distracted the entire voicemail, just picturing Iverson, like Allen
What's
Iverson.
Swedish for practice?
I'm not sure.
You're a bad Swede.
I'm not the greatest. Let's see. It's gonna piss me off when I see this too. Okay.
Öva.
So it's O with the umlaut, like the last name. V-A. Ova.
That's practice?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
I'm still struggling with English, guys. I'll get to other languages eventually.
Yeah.
You speak Belarusian pretty well.
Yeah. It's same word is used as exercise, train, practice, and rehearse.
Ah, okay. That makes a little more sense. Let's get some more in there.
Andrew kan äta en kuk.
Yeah. I'll let you think about what that means.
Andrew, eat a bag of dicks.
Good morning.
Hold on. You were extremely close, and that's probably just because you know me well enough. That was Andrew can eat a dick.
Well done.
Yeah. You just added the bag of because you're fucking selfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And short shift. That's a hota. Calling because, that's what I do. Anyways, I think it's really fucking awesome that the Bruins won against the Mammoth last night. I think it was interesting going from like a 4-game winning streak of like, we're so fucking back, to then like getting absolutely smacked by Minnesota, like it's so over. And then we come back and we're so fucking back! God! Morgan Geeky is so fucking back, dude. Made up for like that goal drop by like, I hadn't scored a couple of games. I'll score a couple in a game. Fuck yeah. Love that. And then I'm not going to try to pronounce the defenseman that got. I don't want to get yelled at by Tia. But hey, I'm hopeful that works out. Honestly, looking at Andrew Peak and then looking at our bottom pair, I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, hope all is well. Hit him with the big old. Thank you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Go Bees.
Go Bees. So we, in all of that, did not mention Andrew Peak as a trade target or a waiver casualty or any of that. Why do you think that is, Ian?
I kind of just
out of mind.
Yeah, I threw him into the Yogi Haru question when you asked. I didn't say it out loud, but in my head, I was like one of those $3 million defensemen. Everything we said about Yogi Haru, I can say about Peak, basically. And I'm so frustrated with Peak right now. I don't even want to talk about it.
I don't want to fucking talk about Peak. I'm so unbelievably done with him.
Oh yeah,
like I'm more done with him than I was done with Forbort back in the day.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, it is.
That's not
it
true.
Fucking is. Because it's the same thing.
Forbort, we had like 6 months of just absolutely hating this guy. Years, actually, but through the season, it was the whole season of just,
Maybe it's because we've already gone through Forbort and now I don't want to go through it again, so now I'm done quicker.
Maybe. I would like to mention for AJ and many other people who have routinely said that Geeky went through a drought. He didn't score for 2 games. Shut the fuck up. God, this is why DeBrusque got run out of town for being streaky. 2 games is a drought?
Didn't he have like a couple of assists in that drought?
Yeah, I just... God damn it, guys. I'm terrified of when he does go a 5 or 6 game stretch without scoring. It's gonna happen.
Are you sure?
Love you, AJ, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Wait, are you sure it's gonna happen?
It's going to happen. This isn't sustainable.
What's not sustainable, Ian?
Anything about him.
Or this team?
Dude, he hits a banger with every fucking tweet he posts, too. Geeky's good at what he does, man.
I mean, if you have the handle of G Money Slick, you better be uncorking banger after banger.
Mm-hmm. You gotta bring it.
I mean, he probably came up with that handle when he was like 11.
He sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we said that last week, and it's just you could change it at any time.
No need.
Fair.
What's up, shorties? It's Rat. Yeah, it's
been a fun couple games. Let's start with Minnesota. Some of you guys seriously need to shut the fuck up and lower your expectations. They literally just signed Quinn Hughes. I don't care if it's the fucking Avalanche with a completely healthy roster. You're not beating that team. However, we got Geeks rolling off a 2-goal fucking night. Team's buzzing. Life is good. I'm not going to forget it this time. Go Bees! Have a good one, guys.
I really wanted him to be like the Minnesota game, like everybody needs to lower their fucking expectations. And then we come out and we fucking are about to win the Stanley Cup because we just like I wanted him to be into that so bad. Rat, your shirt is doing amazing. Yeah, I've already given you your flowers. You did this. You were ahead of everybody, and you were ahead of me when it came to that he's worth a first rounder. This show should just be named after Rat from now on.
The Rat Shift.
The Rat Shift. Ian, any comments?
Nope.
Great.
Terrific. we talk on this show.
We do.
Me too. I've talked a lot tonight. I don't think.
Yeah, honestly, I got to sit back and just enjoy you guys while I'm shopping for fucking skates right now. So, one more call. Yeah, one more call.
Let's do it.
What's up, shorties? It's Rat.
Wrong one. See, it's the Rat Show, so everything's him. Here we go.
Boys, it's newcomer. Meant to call last week until I forgot. Almost called. I was gonna try to see if I could guess when you guys were actually fucking recording. And then I forgot to fucking do that too, just like the week before, in most of the fucking off season. But that doesn't fucking matter because the Bruins, aggressive. Sorry, I'm putting honey in a tea. I did not fart. If you heard that. Self aggressively, and Morgan Geeky is elite, so that's fucking awesome. No, it's been I totally lost my train of thought there. Let's see.
You okay there,
Wild game went how I expected it to go. Quinn Hughes is a fucking beauty, and we didn't stand a fucking chance. That's a given. But other than that, I mean, Schmaltz is a fuck nugget. O'Brien, he's a fuck. Kind of funny watching him try to fight people and only want to fight them. What else do I got? Nothing. Go Bees. Expectations for this season have been more than met, so can't really be mad about that. I'm a Sturm guy, and I think that's it. Yeah, go Bees, love voice, keep being awesome. Later.
Go Bees.
Go Bees.
That was like 3 phone calls that he just wanted to get into one. I love it.
Yeah.
And he's a Marco Sturm guy, so
he is. We
Just
should
need
all
to
be
get some
Marco
stuff.
Sturm guys right now.
I fucking am. I'm wildly impressed. I say it every episode. I say it. Wildly impressed by Sturm.
Marco Sturm guy.
He's getting the most out of a roster that's on paper worse than what we were last year.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
There's no question about it.
Man, coaching matters. How weird, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. In everywhere except for Major League Baseball. Pretty much.
I could manage. Wait. Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe? John Henry, how much will you pay me?
Probably. I don't know. Didn't he just make a little transaction?
Yeah, he just sold the Pittsburgh Penguins for 4 times what he bought them for.
Yeah. Good for him.
With 0 playoff appearances.
Yeah.
Good little nest egg there.
Yeah.
Now spend some money on the Red Sox, you fuck.
Yeah, I wonder what the reasoning was.
I can't imagine that team is run well.
Nah.
Any insight, Ian?
I'm not mad
it's
that
baseball. What are we talking about right now?
No, we're talking about the Penguins.
Oh, sorry. You guys started talking about Fenway. I just blacked out.
Fenway Sports Group.
Yeah, I saw that they sold the Penguins. But don't they own like Liverpool and the Sox? And maybe it just became one of those things where it's like, this is too much.
Yeah. I don't know. He's trying to fund. He's probably trying to fund something right now. Something tells me it's not the Red Sox though.
He made about $2 billion on that sale.
Yeah.
Classic. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Predictions.
Predictions.
We're stumbling into predictions at this point. We've got Oilers tonight.
Okay.
We have Canucks on Saturday and Senators on Sunday. All of these are 7 p.m. games. All of these are home games.
Oh my gosh.
We are on games 2, 3, and 4 of a 5-game homestand.
I like it.
Beautiful. Andrew, you're still in last place, so why don't you kick off the Oilers game?
Fuck off. I'm 500, I'll have you know.
And in last place. Both of those things can be true at the same time.
Yep.
I hate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking learn the math, brother.
Yeah, God. I think this is a loss.
Our stat guy over here, by the way.
Our stat guy, yes. My stat was accurate. Loss, dub. Loss, dub.
It feels like you had something to say about the Oilers of why that's a loss. It felt like you were trying to.
I think they are going to go on they're starting on their heater now. Their annual heater where they go unconscious for 2 months. I think that Pittsburgh game started it.
Fucking so pumped for them. They're about to get absolutely mollywopped by some Boston salami. Absolute dub against the Oilers. Fuck them.
Boston salami.
You want to just call them out?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go dub. Get fucked, everybody else. The Bruins. The Bruins. I genuinely
you went
believe.
dub last week and it bit you.
I'm not worried about it. We lost 1 game last week, and I'm still in first place. And the team walked away from a tough road trip, and came out firing, getting back home.
Great road trip. We barely talked about the games. Great road trip.
Yeah, great road trip and great game coming off of that road trip. By the way, did anybody catch what the fuck Casey Middlestat did to who was it? Gunther? After he scored? Or before he scored?
I think it was
Why
the
did
salami,
Gunther attack Casey Middlestat?
I think it was the salami. I think that this is what I'm talking about.
Just a salami slap?
A little salami
slap?
Maybe he touched his tip. I don't know. I have no idea. That everyone got really heated towards the end of that game, and I kind of sat there and went, "What happened?" I thought we were kind of thought this was a regular hockey game.
Yeah.
Liam O'Brien's
like a pretty normal
plug.
Game.
That guy's an animal.
Yeah,
he's a plug. I'll say it to his face.
People want. I wouldn't. Not that guy.
No, I would. Go ahead. Do worse damage than this.
That's a hate crime, though.
Yeah. He's going them into a fucking a settlement.
Yeah, 10 to 15 years in prison was what he's going him into.
Andrew, I think I'm with you.
Oilers. That's good news for me.
Yeah. I think the Oilers are the only team capable of beating us. I do feel weird about the Senators game too, though.
Out of context, that's hilarious.
That is, because honestly, you'd be like, well, what about the Avalanche? Like, we've already beat the Avalanche. Fuck them. Yeah.
I'll go loss dub as well.
Mm.
And
do you think we'll get a Swayman Allmark match this year?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Why is that? Why don't they ever play each other?
It would be too perfect for that to happen on Sunday on Bruins home ice.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like they're not going to give it to us. Well, hopefully I'm wrong. I would love to see it. And also, Olmark is beatable this year.
Oh, he's been bad.
Yeah. This would be the time, but I just don't know if they're going to give it to us.
I know no one cares about my fantasy team, but Olmark is my goaltender, despite my prediction that the Senators would have a year from hell. And he's the worst case scenario because not only has he been fucking awful, the Senators don't allow a lot of shots. So, he doesn't get a lot of saves with them? Even when he gets dubs.
I believe so, actually.
This is the last. I don't think we play him again this year.
How have we played them 4 times this year?
We already played the Islanders 3 times or whatever it was.
They're on a heater right now.
The Islanders look really good. Schaefer looks... I mean, we said this earlier this season. That guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah, we do not play the Senators again. This is the last chance for that.
Last one? Ooh, we lost one, so maybe this is our chance to even it up.
Yep.
That's why we predicted a dub, baby.
Baby.
Anything else?
That's it. Check out Low Quality Bruins Fan on YouTube. And then other than that, I hope everyone has a great holiday. If you don't hear from us, you will hear from us, but maybe you'll miss an episode. I don't know. I just want to make sure I say it.
Wow, that was very complicated.
So thoughtful.
That sounded like a
thoughtful, but it's just covering all bases.
Yeah, getting through it.
Yeah.
God, I hate this time of year.
Andrew, you got anything?
I hate this time of year. Go Bees.
Yeah, go Bees. Later, boys.
Bye.
Later.